All right, so I'm gonna be honest, guys. Still doing pretty bad, but you guys give me a lot of energy because of the support for the channel, and this topic has to be concluded. I made a video on each character about a month ago, starting, and built up, this classic matchup, Darkseid versus Odin at their strongest, who would win. And I haven't been able to conclude it because of what I'm dealing with real life stuff, but I need to conclude it. So with that being said, thank you guys for supporting, helping me get over 5K. We're still growing, and I'm looking forward to growing. We're going to at least push out 2 to 3 videos a week still, starting up very soon. So I'm still, compared to the rest of the community, should be one of the more frequent uploaders. So definitely worth tuning in. But anyways, I'm going to start doing something with my versus battles where I give my approach from each side of the coin, what win condition I believe needs to be met in order for me to argue for a character to win. So with that being said, I'm going to give what I believe are the basic win conditions for Darkseid and Odin, and just in my opinion, which one is more likely to be true, and thus who do I favor in the matchup. So on the surface, it's real simple. Darkseid's win condition is based on the power gap. He has raw power advantage, which is something in character he takes advantage of quite frequently in fights. So the question becomes, is the raw power gap enough to guarantee him the win? On the other hand, for Odin, his big win condition is versatility. Does his skill and hacks make up for the power gap? No. Darkseid does have hacks. That's not me saying he doesn't. But Odin has shown the tendency and the propensity to use hacks more often than Darkseid does. Things as energy manip, illusion, mind hacks, teleporting, BFR, all this stuff. He just in character uses it in more versatile ways. Power nullification, absorption, all these things. And he does it more often. Is more, narratively it makes more sense because Asgard is oftentimes connected to the magic aspects in Marvel, whereas Darkseid is more a conceptual entity. So him using hacks isn't as necessary. So I do believe Odin has a pretty firm skill advantage and hacks, and has just shown he's more likely to utilize those types of things. Now, we got to look at the power. Darkseid, as revealed in Odyssey, at his peak is capable of nullifying the end of creation, like just completely negging it, living outside of it, existing outside of the death of all the multiverses, even, creating something to stop the power of Perpetua from affecting him. He has that capability in his true form at his true power. Now Odin is, and I feel like people, so there are two sides to the story, I guess. There are people that hype up Odin, thinks he beats everybody. You'll have that for every character. That is true. You have it for every character. But I personally don't believe there's many of those on that side that believe that, or even push that narrative successfully, because there's not a lot of evidence for it, obviously. But on the other hand, I do think to the general audience, Odin's very underrated. He does job. He does have jobber moments, especially in modern times. But who doesn't job in comics? Darkseid jobs in comics as well. The man worked at McDonald's, let's be honest. So, he's a lot stronger than people think, and at his peak, he's definitely out-reversal. However, the power gap's too much. I just think the scaling for Darkseid at his peak is a lot safer when it comes to power than it is for Odin. And I think it's a significant enough power gap, given that even Perpetua, who is going to bring the end to all things, who's scaled above Mixie, who, literally scales to imagination as he's from there, and imagination, death isn't even a concept there. Like higher conceptual beings, Darkseid can neg. It's just, I think the power gap's too much. And while Odin's a monster and he definitely would not go down softly, I favor Darkseid in this matchup. And in the end, both at their peak, I think Darkseid takes it because of the power gap. But do not call Odin weak. And I hope you saw the Odin video, saw this video, and understand that I don't think he's weak. Unfortunately, there's always got to be a winner, you know? So I have to pick somebody. And I pick who I just trust more based on what I've read. But Odin's not weak, man, and I hope people don't attack him as such. Keep the comment section civil. I hope everyone's having a great day. It's really rough out here in the world right now, so, you know, spread a little more positivity. Even villains can be nice sometimes. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Keep a lookout for more content, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.